capture. We saw the single package drop. So for example, like government, if they want to know what's the YouTube, what's the terrorists, what do they want to do, we can use the packets, the capture packets, replay, and then get all the information.
Is this a hardware solution or software?
Both hardware and software.
So you are actually selling boxes?
Yes.
So you already have some revenue from Fujitsu?
Oh yes.
And presumably some profits?
Oh yeah.
Then why not just grow it?
So,
what are you looking for? Are you looking for money? Are you looking for?
Yeah, we are looking right now is try to scale. Because we know there will be lots of potential customers, especially like the telecom companies in Japan, maybe US. So yeah, so that's why we try to get advisors.
No, that's all I have. You can talk about.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Andrew. And Drew Sharp, Low Power Company.
Hello, my name is Andrew Sharp. I'm CEO and co-founder of Low Power Company, makers of ultra-efficient servers, using a quarter of the power of conventional servers. The problem is that conventional servers waste more than half the power they use. For large-scale data centers, this can translate to hundreds of millions of dollars in unnecessary expenses. And even if you only have one server, it isn't great either. Our solution is a first-generation product line of low-power servers. They run cool, they run quiet, and the money they save their customers goes straight to the bottom line. If you're a CFO, that's very sexy. Now, last month, we were pleased to be named Most Efficient Certified to Date Server by PowerSure Corporation's Par 4 Energy Efficiency Rating System, which has been adopted by Underwriters Laboratories. We have 75K of revenue to date. We've shipped over 60 systems. We have 75% repeat customer rate. And we are looking to have discussions about funding and advisors. Thank you.
So many things, Andrew, right? So one is, how do you make these systems? Presumably you take components and make these yourself, so then what is your secret sauce? I mean, do you put in a better power supply, or do you make a better chip? Presumably not, because we would have heard of you. So what exactly are you doing there?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is reveal my secret sauce to the whole audience.
Most welcome, yes. That's the way to do it.
I do have some corporate responsibilities in that regard, but I can tell you that no custom silicon. Custom silicon is kind of a non-starter. Proprietary hardware, all of that means not efficient. And if you want to phone back to the 90s, you can ask Sun, SGI, HP, what happens to companies that make servers with custom silicon. La Familia comes along and crushes you. La Familia is AMD and Intel. So we don't really believe that there's much of a future for companies doing custom silicon in that space. Our secret sauce is all engineering and design.
At the hardware level or the software?
At the hardware level.
Only at the hardware
So
level.
our current product line is first generation, it's only hardware, but multiple generations will have software as well.
And what percent power save?
3/4% power reduction compared to conventional servers.
Well, if you guys don't have questions, so who are your typical customers? Because this thing can be pretty big, right?
We think so. We're pretty excited about it. It's we believe that our products represent a big change in the way the industry operates. The industry has been sort of stuck in a rut for a long time, and the truth is the customers are not cool with it. I mean, just look around. Google and Facebook make their own servers. They didn't start out doing that because they didn't start their company going, we want to make servers as well as searching the internet. But they only go after 10, 20% low-hanging fruit, and they go, well, okay, that's enough. We want to search the internet. That saves them tens, hundreds of millions of dollars with the scale that they operate at. And still, Google started doing that 10 years ago. Still, the vendors aren't doing it. They're still not trying to make efficient servers. In fact, they seem to be concentrating more on making proprietary hardware that they can lock you into, and then you pay a lot extra for it, so you feel bad if you replace it with something else. And that seems to be their big focus nowadays.
Give me an example of one of your customers, your current customers.
Current customer, we don't have any big, huge customers. Two of our best success stories are startups that are very lean. So they're able to operate a very substantial internet presence. One of them's a combination mobile app and back-end, data processing Hadoop. So they're operating like a 15-server Hadoop farm and sort of cloud back-end for their mobile app. They're able to operate 3 times as long because they're paying 1/3. They're in a colo space. They're paying 1/3 what they would have paid. And so they're able to operate for 18 months while they're finding beta customers and eventually secure their funding to move on to the next level.
And because you said it seems to be that you are far ahead of competitors, the huge corporates, but how fast can they rebuild your solution? Because
well, so far they don't seem to have their eye on doing it at all. After almost a decade, they still seem to be blind to fact. This is what
The
customers
question is, once they get their eye on it, how
Yeah.
long
Right.
will it take?
I mean, as soon as you get bigger, because it seems to be that you have
Well, the
already-
truth is that that's kind of a long discussion that maybe we should have offline. Because the server business is somewhat unique. It's not a winner take all. It's a huge sort of monkey see, monkey do business. So if you're expecting to win by not ever being copied, you probably won't win. Because you will be copied regardless of what IP you have. So you have to have IP, you have to have defensible, but you also have to have strategy to go along with the fact that they will copy you anyway.
So how are you competing against AWS?
We want to make AWS a customer. Thank you.
Good job. Okay, Oscar. After Oscar, you're second, and then Anoop. Where's Anoop? Okay, Anoop, and then finally Matthew. That's the last person. Thank you. Okay. Oscar, you're up.
Hi everybody, my name is Oscar. I'm the CEO of Exchange, and our team right now is focused on solving the problems for student-run organizations, and their biggest problems is recruiting and engaging their members. And I talked to several of them, and they simply don't have the resources to constantly table outside classrooms and pitch to their fellow student body to join their clubs. And right now, my team is developing a mobile platform that is supposed to be an engagement tool that student-run organizations can use in their arsenal in their engagement strategies and recruitment strategies. And right now, we have 5 clubs and organizations. They include groups, fraternities, and sororities, with over 100 combined members to pilot our app by the end of this month. And personally, we're looking for a team of advisors passionate about the mobile space and developing a useful customer relationship management system for these clubs. Thank you very much.
Well, 1 minute pitches are really very short, so I guess I have to ask you some. So where are you on this? I mean, do you have a prototype? How do you make traction?
So last month we had a proof of concept. Right now we're innovating in the QR space. This is where kind of our secret sauce of how do we exchange meaningful information for clubs to their students that they're trying to reach. Right now, currently, QR codes most people think that they're just one link. They'll take you to a website. What we're doing is allowing student organizations to create a template on a website that can be uploaded to our application as a mobile template. And on there would be of course, your social media links, next meeting times. And the idea is that a student can see a flyer for the Santa Clara's entrepreneurship organization, scan that code and instantly sign up through that mobile application. And the student admin the club admins can later go onto the web portal and see which flyers are driving engagement, and which new students have signed up, and then they can further engage them into their email marketing campaigns and through push notifications and whatnot. But basically the student can capture that information on their application and access whatever they like to, whether it be their Facebook page, their Twitter, or finding out the next newcomers.
What is the go-to-market strategy for getting the clubs and the users?
Could you explain to me what go-to-market?
Well, how do you want to attract, how many you get the clubs, which is the one side of your multi-site platform approach, right? You need the clubs who have the content, and then you need the users who are aware of your platform and search on your platform to sign up for the events of the club, right?
Yes.
So how do you bring this together?
Well, for now, at least with the organizations I talk to at Santa Clara University, the officers are really excited. They pretty much told me once I have this product out, they're going to force their members to download this if they have a smartphone. There's a really big need for them, and they see the possibilities of, basically scaling out their recruitment and engagement efforts. And now the biggest opportunity right now is they can actually do that on a mobile platform, which I personally haven't come up with anything. Beyond that, for user engagement, what they could get out of it is that I'm walking to my next class and I see an event, but I say, oh yeah, that's interesting. I think I'll attend that next week. But then I lose it. I forget about it and it passes. What we can do now is scan that. It will sync to my Google Calendar and give me a reminder saying, hey, this event's coming up. And the whole purpose is to get users engaged, and we hope to provide that utility to them.
So your customers are the students or corporate?
Oh no, my customers will probably either be the student-run organizations themselves, but they're funded by the school, so we want to hit the top dog, go to the university level, and provide a licensing agreement so their student-run organizations can use at least our CRM systems for free. And right now, to be an official club at Santa Clara University, they're required at least 15 members. So this could, there's a real need to hit that 15-member mark, so they can also receive their funding to do all of their activities too.
And you see this scaling out among multiple colleges?
I see this scaling out at multiple colleges, but then I think it can be a lot bigger than just colleges. I think it can be, it can be used at restaurants, or other organizations, churches. Any potential group or small business could use this as a way to engage your customers. Thank you so much.
Eskandari.
Hi, my name is Aslandio Banderi and I'm CEO of a company called Textomics. We apply natural language processing, machine learning, and data mining to the process of hiring. Effectively, we through hundreds of resumes and we search for the meaning of phrases and anything that that is associated with the key phrase. The market size is about $196 billion according to Taleo. And right now we have customers here in the US and the UK, in the national security and also in the general HR. And we are negotiating a couple of more contracts. The thing that differentiates us is that not only we search for